when buying a new home, the contract process works a little bit different than it does when you're buying a resale home. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through what to expect when you're buying a new home here in the upstate of South Carolina. And yes, this process is generally the same, whether you're buying a $350,000 house, a $700,000 house, or even a $2 million house. And as a realtor who's gonna sell over 100 homes this year, a lot of what I'm about to tell you is from firsthand experience through working with a countless number of clients this year and in years past who have purchased new homes. As always, my friends, my name is Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the upstate of South Carolina, and it's our goal with this channel that we are your #1 resource for all the things that you need to know about Greenville and Lake Keowee here in South Carolina. We aim to provide you with the most relevant, the most practical, and the most up-to-date information that you need to consider when you're considering moving to our area. Let's do it. So first things first, showing these new construction homes. Now, some builders here locally want their agents present for all the showings on their properties. Now, not all builders require this, but regardless of if the builder's agent is going to be present for the showing, I think it's important that you have myself as your representative or a representative of my team with you there, because the builder's agent is going to be present and they are not necessarily representing your best interests. Now, let's say we've already seen the house, we're ready to write an offer on the house. We will send the terms that you want to propose to the builder's agent. The builder's agent will present that to the builder, and then ultimately we'll come to an agreement. What's different from new construction compared to resale is that the builder's agent is actually going to write the contract on the builder's contract. And what we'll do is we'll jump on a call to make sure that all of the terms and all the sections of the contract are clear and that everyone is understanding of what that contract says. Now, these builders will hire attorneys to write these contracts for them. So these builder contracts are written to be builder friendly. Now, not necessarily to negate your interest. However, if there becomes an issue, they're usually going to err on the side of the builder. So now we have a ratified contract and we are in what's called the due diligence period. So we're going to get inspections, and then we're going to line up these inspections to happen just before what we call the new home orientation. So when we're at this new home orientation, once we go through the inspection report, they check what they're going to do, they cross off what they're not going to do. Then they're going to walk you through the house, show you how the house works, and most builders will allow us to put blue tape on the wall to point out any imperfections in the home so that the builder from now until closing can get those issues resolved before our final walkthrough right before closing. Now, you might be thinking, it's a new house, I don't really need to get an inspection report. That's fine if you don't want to get an inspection report. I am going to encourage you to. You wouldn't think that you would have many items show up on an inspection report with a new home, considering that it's brand new. However, I have seen inspection reports on new properties that are 60 pages long, and there are over 30 items listed on that report that the builder needs to fix before closing. So when the builder is walking you through the house, what are the things that they are going to be pointing out to you? Well, first up, they're probably going to talk about their warranty, and most builders are going to provide a 1-year, a 2-year, and a 10-year warranty. The first year is going to cover basically a punch list. Anything that happens inside or outside of the home, they're going to come back at the 10 or 11 month mark and fix those issues. The 2-year warranty covers all of your behind the wall systems like your plumbing, your HVAC, those major and integral systems that affect the functionality of the home. And the 10-year warranty is going to be a state required structural warranty that the builder has to provide a homeowner within 10 years of the home being built. The benefit of buying a new house also is that with these brand new appliances come warranties also. So with your range, for instance, you usually get a 5 to 7 year warranty for the range. For the HVAC system, you usually get a 4 to 6 year warranty. For your hot water heater, you'll usually get a 3 to 5 year warranty. For your roof, you'll usually get about a 25-year warranty on the shingles. The builder will also, at the home orientation, go over their termite bond, which is good for 1 year. Now, in my opinion, if you're on a slab, it's not as important to have a termite bond versus if you have a basement or a crawl space where wood is going to be exposed. Termites feed on wood, and termites cannot live in open air. So these termites are coming from the ground, and if your property is sitting on a concrete slab, in my opinion, the likelihood that your property gets infested with termites is a lot less likely than if you have wood beams exposed like you would in a crawl space or a basement. And also during this new home orientation, the builder is going to show you the main water shutoff valve that's usually located in the garage. So this controls water flow from the street to the house. There's also a valve on there that controls water flow from that point to the spigots on the outside of the house. They're going to show you how to regularly maintain your smoke detectors. They're going to talk to you about your air filters. So you probably, for the first 30, 60, and 90 days, should be replacing those every 30, 60, 90 days. And then thereafter, you should probably replace those every couple months. I always tell my clients to buy the cheapest air filters because the more expensive ones are thicker and they make your HVAC system work a lot harder to do the same thing. So during this new home orientation, the builder is going to show you how to operate your fireplace if your home has one. They're going to tell you, and I always tell my clients to turn it on every couple months just so you can feed that gas line. And if you want that gas fireplace to actually produce and blow heat into your home, you do have to install a blower after closing. The ones that these builders are installing don't have these blowers, so it's not actually producing heat into the property. And lastly, during this new home orientation, they are going to show you the warranty sticker, which is one, either going to be in your electrical panel in your garage, or two, in the door that opens up in the cabinet underneath the kitchen sink. So if you were to ever have a warranty claim in that first 12 months, all of the mechanical providers that worked on the house during construction are going to be listed there. So they're going to tell you, don't call the warranty department, call these contractors directly. And when we're all done with the new home orientation, they're going to have you sign a sheet that's going to have all the repairs listed that they are going to do, and they're going to ask you to sign it so that they know that the blue tape walkthrough was satisfactory and that you're happy. And as we wrap up the video, the last thing I'm going to mention is the HOA that these communities are governed by. I just had a client tell me at one of our client events that their HOA is doubling in the first year since the builder turned it over to the homeowners, because what the builder did is they leased the power boxes and the power supply from Duke Energy that powered the street lights at night. I don't think the homeowners were aware of it. So in an effort to keep a sufficient amount of money in the HOA account, they're having to raise the rates for all of the homeowners in the communities, and the homeowners are not obviously very happy about it. So I think it's important to ask these builders agents when we're walking through the communities up front, what's the status of the HOA, how are the utilities managed by the builder currently, and what is that transfer from the builder or the developer to the homeowners going to look like, and when do they expect that to happen? So hopefully all of that information was helpful for you to use to go out and buy a new house here in the upstate of South Carolina. I would love to join you on that journey. So please do me a favor, shoot me an email at my email below or call me at my cell phone number below. If you are thinking about buying a new home here in the upstate of South Carolina, I would love to be the realtor that you choose to work with. Thanks so much. Well, this video is going to be a about Greenville County, the upstate of South Carolina. Great thing to do and easily in the evening. I'm a local real estate expert here in the area. All time, we're right behind me is a really cool place called Freight Yard.